So yeah, we're on chapter 2 now. Oh yeah, so we're just going to do a couple of photos in here because they are missable. Yeah, the firehouse and the coal, because when you get the futuristic train later, that all goes. So the first thing we're going to do when we get off the train is we're going to get some bombs off this guy, and you want to be doing this sort of every couple of levels of the dungeon. Come and see this guy, and then he will be able to make some more bombs for you, because it's like a time thing. So you can get 6 off him now, and they're really good bombs. You can take out most things with those. And I'm going to take Borneo along because you get extra items when you kill things, so it's good to have, and you need a lot of items. So, and then the Cedric, so you might as well do all 3. You can basically get the ride pod fixed, and you can upgrade it as well once it's got enough XP points. I'm just photographing everything, as you can see. I shuffled back to Palm Brinks, went back to Max's house because it's the first time that we've had a chance really to come here, so I've just photographed absolutely everything in the house. There's a couple of things that you might miss here. There's a few recipes as well. There's a phone just here. No one wants to talk to me yet about getting on the train, so. And there's a letter there, yeah. And I just photograph stuff in here as well. Oh, and once you've got your 30, just bung them into your ideas. I mean, you get the idea, don't you? See what I did there? So you get the picture. And over here, if you've played this before, you should have your photo album. And what I've done is I've just moved all of the, what do you call them, scoops over, saved them, and I've deleted them because I'm going to get all them scoops again, because I need the points to get to level 8 photography. So you need to be looking out for these little chests that I've just opened there. And you get nice things like the potato pie, you get witch parfait, and they are 4 points defence for Max and Monica. So I'm going to dig for a scoop from Donny. And guess what? I've got 44 new scoops, and I can get that item. I just got a diamond off him previously as well. I forgot to tape that. But for God's sake, don't synthesize your diamonds. Don't get rid of them. Don't sell them. You need 3 of them later on for a card, so like a monster thing. And you've got to throw 3 diamonds at one of the later enemies to get the monster badge. So yeah, I'm just going in and out of the dungeons, getting the geostones, coming out, going back to Palm Brinks, picking up my potato pies, all that kind of stuff. Hang on a minute, I think we've just done that, haven't we? Anywho, I think I might have repeated that bit of clip there, but you can photograph this guy for a scoop. And I kind of made a mistake here when I went to the swamp place. I was trying to fish out that great big fish, but I accidentally caught 2 Marden Garians, which are quite rare. So nice one. So I'm going to keep hold of those, and I'm going to put them in an aquarium a bit later. Always exchange your fish points. I always go with luck and flight. That's all you need really. So you need really to trigger a conversation with Monica about stuff, and then you can fish out this massively large fish with your poisoned apples. So once you've done that, and you've had a little chat.
You're the one that made the little ones act so strangely. You must change them back.
As soon as you can, take a photo of him, because this is a missable scoop. And there's a bit of a chat about the Carpenterian, and this is when we start to build Sindane village, which is awesome. So I've already put in a bit of a lake and the eye trees and stuff, and you just keep going through the dungeon, killing everything, picking up your G-stones, coming back, and then once you've put a few things in, you'll get a message saying that there's a change in the future. So go forward in time to the futuristic Sindane, and there's lots of those little chest things, so always come back here and have a check to see if you've got any more of those chests, because you get really nice items out of them. There is a cheat actually later on where you can pick up like loads and loads of what are they called, something apples, and they sort of bring up your health, but I've never really felt the need to do that, so I'm just going with what you get normally rather than cheating. I mean, you can do it, you can find it online. It's something to do with a box that you, one of these chests that you don't open. Where is that? It's the, I've forgotten now. But anyway, it's a bit later on. So, yes, it's full of information. But basically, I'm not doing a cheat because you don't need to. Even with the last dungeon, you don't need to cheat to you know, give yourself a massive amount of health. So yeah, I'm just going around picking up G-stones, slowly building the village. I don't know what I'm quite doing here actually. Oh yeah, so what I'm doing here is I'm building I'm inventing first the aquarium. So I want to put those nice fish I've just got, and then I went and bought the stuff for it to make the aquarium, and then I put the modern Garion, and you can feed them. Because I wanted to start the feeding of the fish now, because it's a real bind. You can feed them every couple of well, it depends on the level, but for these earlier levels you can get through 2 and then they get hungry again. That's the efficiency of the bomb just there, just a bit of an example. So quite good, those bombs that we get off the redhead guy. I wanted to show you this because this dude gives you gold bars sometimes. I've got 2 there, and you also need 3 of those to get another monster badge later on, so don't get rid of those either. You can flog them, but don't. So this is a part of the game now where you can go and get your followers and start recruiting people. And the first guy you need to get is Gordon. No one else will speak to you unless you've spoken to this guy, and it's pretty simple. They tell you what they want and then you go and get it for them. I've left all the recruitment in because I don't know, maybe you need to know how to do it, perhaps. Anyway, they normally have quite a long chat, and then you'll finally get to the crunch and you can give them what it is they want. And this guy wants holy water for his tree. So he's joined the party, nice one. Just going to pick up Polly. This is a bit convoluted actually. You just go Gotta sort of wander around with loaves of bread until she finally comes with you. But you get out of it, you get like 20 loaves of crusty bread, and they give you more health points than normal bread. I don't think you can actually make crusty bread. It's a bit of an unusual item. And previously, when I've played this game, I thought I'll keep it in the inventory just in case, you know, something happens. But you can just eat them. You don't get any special bonuses for having 20 even loaves of crusty loaf in your inventory at all. So you just go around chatting to a few people. He's a bit of a pain in the arse actually, that guy. So I've also, when you get to Sindan, you can also, you've got this part of the village, so you can go into Parn's house, photograph everything in there. You can go into this guy's house, photograph everything in there. There's not much actually, there's a hoe or something, some pumpkins. You probably mostly got it from the shops that you've previously been to and photographed. I went into the church, photographed stuff in there, Max's house, Claire's house. I went into the doctor, one that looks like a duck, and photographed that. It's like there's quite a bit of stuff in there actually. Eyeballs, eggs, just to name a few. And finally, we've got Polly. So then I swapped to Monica because I wanted to start a quest for Milane because she's another person we need in the village. And you've got to be Monica. And she gives you a sword to level up. And it doesn't take long. So I sort of wandered around a couple of the floors with her and levelled up that sword twice to a chopper. I'm just going to pick up Granny Rose. Because she's deaf, you've got to spell out let's go together. With excuse me, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. So with punctuation, if you don't put the punctuation in, it fails. Yeah, it's not like texting on your phone. Yeah, if you just move over here to get a space there. Yeah, I kind of realised I need a full stop. Right, there we go, lovely. So all these people have got like little special abilities. Granny Rose, if you take her with you, she sort of produces cheese. So it's kind of like, the red-haired guy, I can't remember his name now. Isn't that terrible? But anyway, with the bombs, so like it's a time thing with her. So I'm just recruiting Adele, or starting the recruitment thing with her, and she wants to make some dungarees. And you've got to kind of like give her the stuff and then leave her alone, and then come back a bit later and pick her up again. And she disappears. Now we can go and get Ferdinand, because we've got the item that he requires, which is a chestnut. You don't have to do this all now, but I thought while I was here, kind of thing, I'll just go around and recruit as many people as possible. Ferdinand makes like roast chicken or something, which is like a really good way of replenishing your health. So it's like the Calvin Klein of bread, if you like. I mean, you don't need Ferdinand until the next chapter anyway, and you don't need Gerald until Heimrada. That's the name of the place, Heimrada. But because I wanted to get my gun up, I've kind of kept it on the trumpet gun, and now I can instantly rebuild it to a bell trigger rather than wasting my time later. So just have a look. So I just need to build it up. Bell trigger. Super. Spanish for super. And yeah, have a little word. And you've got Gerald. Gerald gives you extra points, so if you've got him with you, and when you level up your gun, you get an extra point. So rather than 3 points synthesis, you'll get 4 points synthesis. It really sort of helps. But I tend to keep Borneo on just for the items. But when you get loads of items, you can get rid of him, and well, I mean, you just please yourself, can't you? Some mushrooms there. Yeah, you don't really need to put Gerald on. I tend to put him on sort of late stage games to build up the gun a bit, but you don't have to. Durak is a scoop. I'm just looking for some of those little chests, if there is any. So periodically I'm going into dungeon, doing a bit in the dungeon, come out, get some more bombs, have a word with people, recruit some more. What else? What else am I doing? Yeah, doing a bit of building in Sildane. And recruit more people. So I've got to the point now where Monica's weapon has been built up twice to a chopper, and now we can get Milane. So yeah, we've done quite a lot of recruitment there. I'm not sure if I've done any more. I've had to split this chapter into two because I just couldn't fit everything else in. So I'm just picking up my monster badge and getting some gold paint, and the next one will be part 2 of chapter 2, and I'll fill you in on the rest later.